Hello everyone, welcome back to Clusterbmilkshake. I am your host along with support puppet, Mr. Chicken. Yeah. Today I thought I'd leave the light off so you can see all the shadow going on in my beautiful Michael Myers mask. Today we're going to talk about revenge and how this keeps you trapped in the trauma bond. Now, a lot of you guys are not only like watching all these victim channels, like a pathological narcissist is just somebody who comes into your life to ruin it, that's all they want to do. I'm not saying that there aren't toxic people out there that do this. And as you know, I posted how a predator steals away your partner because when we're going through the stages of self-awareness, one of them would be acting out our toxic behaviors, okay, and not understanding what's going on deep within. But when you're in a relationship with a narcissist or somebody who just has traits or just a toxic shit stain, you are going to want some sort of payback. This is why everybody on victim channels, they get so many hits on how to get revenge on a narcissist, how to. This is not going to reclaim any self-esteem that's missing in you or anything that's broken in you at all. This is why when I tell you that going no contact with someone that you have tried to have a better communication with, you're taking responsibility for your mess ups in the relationship and you want them to meet you halfway. Well, from experience, I never do anything wrong, and my brain's going to protect me from owning up to anything because these are my behaviors since I was young. This is why you'll get the, why are you with me then? If I'm such a shit, leave. So now that you are out of the relationship or the cluster B or toxic person is playing games with you now, block and block, being dry on text messaging, not validating your feelings, anything like that, that's going to bring out some massive anger in some of you. You aren't going to take responsibility for your part. Sounds narcissistic, huh? You are going to be like, they used me. They went into my head and fucked with me and did all this shit and took advantage or whatever. And some men are like, they took all my money, they did, and then I'm like, okay, well, tell me about the thing. And they're telling me how they were financially abusing under the guise of love. They don't even see that they were dumping all their money into someone. I've done this too, to have control over the relationship. So they'll keep coming back to you. This is just one example. But you're going to feel justified in wanting to get this revenge on your ex. I've talked to many people and they will say things like, I just want to get them back so I can leave them and cause them a narcissistic injury. One thing is, a lot of narcissistic people, or even worse, borderlines, I love you, borderlines, and I am afraid of you too. Borderlines will turn into their secondary psychopathic buddy, and they will go at you full force and destroy your whole life. Okay? So, number one, you really need to know the difference. Number two, please, to protect yourself and your own mental health, and you want to move on, it is way better for you to learn all about yourself and to remove yourself from the lesson, the very difficult lesson about your childhood trauma that came to the surface in that relationship. Sometimes when you are with a toxic individual, they're going to let you know how they get revenge. Listen, don't think that this will not happen to you, okay? One of my people, they told me that they like leaving the relationship when the woman is happy with them. This is when they like to jump ship. Now, to me, when I was told that, I'm like, okay, so you're going to leave the relationship because there's something empty inside of you. You could not connect with that partner. And so you're going to feel good about yourself hurting another individual because you're projecting your pain onto them. Okay, I hear you. And of course, with me, I'm like, well, you know, I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet, so that's not going to happen to me. But no matter how big or small your ego is, that is going to happen to you. Okay? Another thing is the closure fuck. Please watch out for this, cluster Bs, and any of you people who discard a toxic individual. This is usually men. I have crept on groups and everything with men dealing with narcissist women, and they are so fucking toxic that not only do they want to bait you back into their life, they just want to have sex with you one more time so they can totally move on. Okay? A lot of them said that they're going to, and I've seen this with toxic women too, they're going to go around and try to have sex with your family members just so they can break up that bond with you and the closeness of the family unit and get their revenge on you. Some toxic people will also get a restraining order on you because of your little revenge tactics, or because you miss them so much and so you're blowing up their phone. You won't stop showing up at their work, their home, leaving gifts, sending gifts. Whether it's a toxic person you're doing this to or you're the toxic person, you're crazy to them. They don't see this as romantic or anything, and they want to get you the fuck out of their lives. This is doing the opposite effect of what you want. Now, for me, I don't want to be forgotten. So if my toxic partner would be doing all these little fucking blackmail-y and threats and all this shit, I was like, oh, he still loved me. Yay. So be very aware of that too. Remember, indifference is the stab to our heart, not the attention thing. This is why you'll see some people who do put a restraining order on you, and then after you are not giving them any more contact, that they're going to violate the restraining order and try to talk to you again. When this happens, I tell people that if they're violating the restraining order, fucking bring it to the judge, and they're going to have to drop the restraining order because they're showing that you're still fucking talking to them. So if you're the toxic person or you're not, and you put a restraining order up, know that it's not going to stay in place. And some of you guys are going to get into big fucking trouble if you break that restraining order. Let them deal with that restraining order that was put on you. Let them, you know, they don't get you no more attention for you. Okay? But I really hope that you don't go that far to get a restraining order put on you. It's going to be on your record, man. It's going to mess with your life. Okay? Some of you people think that a restraining order is put on you and you didn't do anything. Are you sure? Are you sure? People can't just go in and fucking, you know, they just hand it out like candy, man. So be very careful what you are texting and messaging, emailing, everything. If there's cameras and stuff, because you will be documented. Okay? Also, another revenge tactic will be either you or the toxic person, which you're pretty toxic right now, trying to ruin all new relationships. You don't understand that, number one, you are not warning this new person because you have so much empathy and you care about, you know, them. No, you don't want your toxic partner to be happy. And we're not going to be happy in the long run anyway. And all you're doing is making yourself look crazy. You are actually giving us the gift of triangulation. My toxic ex, my toxic ex. And you're showing proof that you're the toxic ex. So don't do it, okay? Let your ex and the new person ruin things on their own, all right? Okay, I hope this was helpful. If you know what this is, you get bonus. You get bonus. All right, have a great day. Namaste.